QB don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah, man. Once again, we live, man. It's back at it again, man. It is the regular Sports Guys Talk Show, episode number 27. You got me, Mr. Bean, Stony Cook, Hustle Stacks, man. We doing it for you guys live, as y'all see all the time. And we back at it. I got to say it again. We back at it. We've been on a little hibernation. We've been on a little, not on the same page, but we back. So, yeah, man, what up, Stacks, man? What up, Cook, man? What's the deal, man? Y'all see the title, man. We got our eye on March Madness coming up. We had some combine buzz this week. I don't know how much really went down. They talked about one player's name is Love.
Oh, niggas got to slide the football in.
No. I'm just telling you.
I do apologize to fellas. That's what they do. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. It's basketball season. They always got to come with some football shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Nah. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? I'm ready for it.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, Stacks.
Yeah, you're right, Stoney. Ain't you this time.
I ain't got nothing to do with
it. See, now y'all want to just throw it all on me. So you know what? Fuck, we ain't even talking about the combine. We're going to talk about March Madness and NBA basketball. Fuck it. We ain't even talking about combine. Since Stacks has already put me on notice, it's like, get rid of that football talk shit. Let's go, guys. We going straight basketball. Stacks made it known, and I'm gonna go with what Stacks is saying. So what's up, guys? What's going on in the basketball world? Hit me to what's going on, right? I see Florida had a good game the other night.
Yeah, they had a fucking great game. I didn't expect them to beat Arkansas like that. How about you, Stoney? I didn't see that coming.
Me neither, man. I didn't.
Yo, did Calipari get kicked out that game?
Nah. That coach from Florida, shout out to Florida. I'm down here, so I can't go in too much. Shout out to my man Maurice Space. He Florida alum, but it's that coach a little cocky. You know what I'm saying? He said some fly shit to Cal. You know how Cal is. Cal a vet in this.
Yeah,
right.
Cal responded back. I thought I had got shout out to when I went to Dallas and put me onto the drink beans, the lemonade and the blackberry. So I had the blackberry ready, and I thought I was gonna see a game, man. And Florida just took off, man. I was a little disappointed with that game, man.
Yeah, me too, man. I thought Calipari, he's good in those spots. Being an underdog like that on the road, he usually comes through, man. And I was shocked to see them lose by that much, man. Calipari's better than that, man. And his record shows, his history shows, man. These type of games, they always play a good game, man. I was expecting a lot closer than that blowout.
Yeah, I was. I mean, they got the start. They got the stud kid up there, the freshman from shout out to Detroit, Darius Acuff. That kid is a stud, man. Like, it's come to a pure point guard. He's probably gonna be the first guard taken if he comes out in NIL stuff, but more than likely he will. I mean, shout out to Calipari, man. I like Calipari because he gives these young kids a chance, man. Everybody going with these grown ass men, 26, 7 years old, still in college playing ball. Calipari gives boys a shot, man.
And is Calipari building something there in Arkansas?
No, Cal built something everywhere he go, though, Stoney. I feel like everywhere he go, you remember he had UMass rocking. So he had UMass rocking. He had Memphis rocking. He had Kentucky rocking for a minute. I mean, if you want to go down the list of players, I don't think nobody got a resume like Coach Cal. When it comes to a list of guys,
Rose alone, just D Rose.
I'm talking about maybe only one I could think I'm talking about players that transition from college to pros. I would say only one might be could deal with him. Stoney maybe a Jim Calhoun from UConn, because Calhoun has some guys.
Yeah, right.
Maybe Kansas. I mean, I don't know, but Cal has transcended as far as the one and done guy.
Yeah, and he started that in Kentucky.
Started at Memphis with Derrick Rose.
Yeah, Memphis too, but it really materialized in Kentucky, man. They even had a special on that shit, and like a documentary on that shit. because of all the one and dones that left Kentucky. But a lot of them went out to be successful. I mean, hey, shout out to them. It wasn't like a bunch of scrubs was coming out of there. You know, a bunch of good players were coming out of there, man. So shout out to Calipari, man, producing good players, man. He's a great coach, man. He's a great coach.
Great players.
He has a nice style of coaching, you know. Philosophy.
And I see, you know, just why I didn't really. I see he still got the fire in him. That's the thing. He still got that edge.
The thing about it, Stone, it seems like them kids are a ride for him. Like they love him. They love playing for him. So, I mean, shout out to Cal.
Yeah,
nice,
shout out to
nice.
Cal, man.
So my question is, since I'm so far behind on what's going on in college basketball, because that's what we're going to talk. We're talking some March Madness buzz. What's going on? I put the eyes up there because I want to know. I need to see what's going on in March Madness right now. Stacks, what are the teams? What I know we kind of brushed on that a little bit a couple of episodes ago, but that was 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago. What are you seeing right now going into bracket selection, and when is that happening? Give me a little breakdown. Are we at conference finals or anything like that yet?
We got the conference tournament should be coming up here in the next 2 weeks. I would say next 2 weeks, depending on the conference. You see some teams winning their conference outright. It's gonna be interesting, man. This is with the group of freshmen. You know, BYU took a step back with the kid Saunders got hurt. So that's hurt them a bit. Bonson's still doing his thing. Shout out to Brockton. But yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I seen something today, Stoney. I was surprised when they talk about Miami of Ohio, even though they ranked 19, I think 18 maybe, and they said they still got to win their conference outright to get in the tournament. I said, how the fuck are you ranked 18th outright and still got to win your conference tournament? That's kind of disrespectful, man.
Very disrespectful. And are they undefeated?
Undefeated.
That's what I knew. I heard that shit that they was talking about those guys. Well, here we go again. You know, the conference, the strength of schedule. I mean, I don't see any other reason why those guys need to do all of that to get a berth or conference title game. I mean, I feel like they earned it. They deserve it. But that's what they're gonna look at. They're gonna look at the schedule. You know. Because I don't see any other reason why. I mean, this team's undefeated. They winning. But I can tell you one thing, though. Unlike all the other March Madness tournaments, they're not expecting too many upsets this year because of the whole NIL thing. They thinking it's going to be pretty much the heavyweights just beating up on the smaller schools, and they don't see too many. They don't see too many upsets this year.
I think, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna pick Miami, Ohio to win one game. I'm gonna pick them to win. I'm gonna pick them to win one game. I like the kid Saunders they got. They should have lost this week, but they came and they played well against a Western Michigan team. I actually watched that game and they came in and played well, man. Stoney, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna put them on a very scary line with a 13 or maybe something low seed. And it's gonna be some team like, fuck, man, I don't want to play them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's exactly where that's gonna go, Stoney. I'm gonna pick them to get a game. I am.
Exactly. I'm gonna pick them to win a game too, man. But a team, man, that I'm looking at, well, I was looking at Gonzaga. I didn't like that loss against St. Mary's.
I didn't like it either.
Other night.
I agree.
I mean, these guys were up by what, 8-9 points at halftime. What happened, man? You know, that's not a team that loses a lead like that and then gets spanked in the second half. So
that's their nemesis, though, Stoney. That's their nemesis.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But it is their nemesis. But I mean, it's one thing if the whole game throughout is tight, you know, which is the type of games they play. But I felt like Gonzaga came out shooting, they came out flaming, and they had them right where they wanted them, you know. With a nice lead going into the second half, and I don't know what game plan they had going into the second half, but okay, lose the game, but to lose it by the amount that they lost it by, it was surprising because this team was in control pretty much the whole first half, and then I don't know what happened, and St. Mary's ended up beating them by what, I think 11. Like it was a double digit, double digit win for them.
Achilles heel in that conference. That's like the only team in that conference that ever beats them. man, Gonzaga been dominating that conference for a long time, man. So
It's that conference. What conference that is?
The Mountain West, I believe it is.
Mountain West. Okay.
And shame on Iowa State, another team that disappointed me. How the hell they lose to they lost to somebody the other day?
BYU.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody else. They lost to. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. They lost to Texas Tech.
I don't know, Stoney. That's Texas Tech a tough out. I mean, I know their best players out with the ACL, but at Texas Tech, that's a hard place to play, man, and get a win.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. I mean, look at Texas Tech in the tournament last couple of years. They I mean, remember a lot of people. I had them beating St. John's last year, and they did. So I mean, Texas Tech is hard. I mean, I've been to Texas. Lubbock, Texas is a fucking ghost town. So it's like you might go there and see some ghosts walking around. That's place.
Yeah,
So I
believe you too.
I don't know that might be just a tough place to play. It just may be a tough place to play at Texas Tech. That's a tough one, Stoney. I might give him a pass on that.
I'm gonna give him a pass on that because I'm shit. They beat Kansas and Houston back to back. So
back to back.
This team, man, look, man, that's a team to look at, man. Yo, this tournament this year, man, it's gonna be tough, and I feel like the Sweet 16 is gonna be a very interesting round. The way it's shaping up, and I think the Sweet 16 is gonna be one of the best Sweet 16 matchup wise that I can remember in a long time, because I think the round of 64, everybody that needs to get smoked is gonna get smoked.
So
once the 16 comes around, it's gonna be a nice matchup wise, a nice Sweet 16 matchup wise.
So I got a question for both of you guys. For you, you and Stack Stoney, what would be Stoney separate from Stacks? What would be your Sweet 16 teams in this bracket? Since you guys been having a little bit more knowledge on what's going on in NCAA men's basketball, what would be your Sweet 16 team, Stack and Stoney?
Oh man, you got a Sweet 16. That's it. That's kind of an easy one, son, because it's such a broad. Now, Final Four would be harder, but
right.
Sweet 16, I mean, you got to go with the obvious.
Because I'm looking at if you could call out a Sweet 16. Not saying y'all could call out all 16, but I'm just saying if y'all tell me there's 8 dominant teams right now that y'all know that's gonna be there.
The top 8.
I would like to know that.
The top 8 right now. In
the top 8, but I would throw Kansas in there though.
Standards are consistent. I like the standards on Michigan, UConn, Arizona. Who else was up in this story? I believe.
Purdue's there, but I would put Kansas.
No, I didn't like that loss today, Stoney. I didn't like that loss.
Didn't they lose today?
They lost at Michigan State. Even though Michigan State tough out, and then that's another team that I wouldn't be shocked. Something about Izzo in the tournament. He just knows how to win games.
Something about
Izzo. Something about Izzo in them tournaments. He gets in there though, huh, Stacks? He always in that tournament, man. It seems like he's always there.
He always plays good in the tournament.
Stoney, who team that been playing well. Of course, you got Florida. I would say the Sweet 16. I would say them.
Oh yeah,
Duke.
All day.
Duke is tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Duke is gonna be tough.
Duke is gonna be tough. That's the tough out right there. And shout out to Boozer, Carlos Boozer's son, the big one, smaller one, the bigger one. He's the real deal.
Yeah, he is.
He's the real deal. That kid is a pro. He been here before. He's a pro. I watched him. I said that's another game. So I'm watching against Virginia. Virginia ranked number 11. This might be a good game. Man, Duke took off and never looked back on them cats, man. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
Tough out.
Hey, Stats, who's that player from Kansas that he was injured?
Darian Peterson?
Yeah, they say he's supposed to be like number 1, number 2.
Yeah, he's number 1. It depends on him. That all depends on him, man. He got a bad attitude about. I didn't like he scored 18, then he took himself out the game. And,
yeah. They were talking about that.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of give me a little bit of Kawhi Leonard vibe.
Yeah.
You know, where you got to be careful with how you pick him. But he's
so
tough.
he think he's that nice that he's
tough. Yeah,
He's tough, but
he was
really,
the number one pick in the draft. I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, he's about himself though. That's what's turning people
I
off.
question the people he got around him too, Stoney. I question.
Yeah,
around him.
I agree. Yeah, he's getting bad. I don't know. Yeah, like you're right. He got that Kawhi Leonard type vibe around him. That type of people around him. Trying to look ahead of past his college career. He's already, looking into that NBA potential draft pick, and it's more about him. And I got they was talking about that the other day, and yeah, I get that vibe from him as well, man. So I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, he's gonna play in this tournament though? I mean, is his injury is it?
He's playing now. They got smoked. They got smoked the other day by Arizona, so he played that game. They got smoked. Arizona smoked. Shout out to that kid Berry's from Arizona. That freshman, he tough, man. All the talk was about the one kid called Pete, was rightfully so. But that other freshman they got is tough, man. Arizona gonna be a tough out. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut them nets down. I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I like Duke, man. I like Duke to cut those nets down, man. I think last year they got a chip on their shoulders.
Duke beat Arizona this year. I believe they did.
Yeah, they're gonna be ready this year, man. That L they took last year, it left a bitter taste in their mouth, man. And they ready, man. I think they in that mode, man. And I like them. I like them to cut the net down. They got the squad, man. They got the experience. They got the coach. I mean, they ready, man. They got the player. I mean, man, I think the only team that could beat them is themselves, man. I think, especially if they're on their A game, not turn the ball over, play Duke basketball. Yeah, man, I like them, man. I like them to cut those nets down, man.
That's nice. See, you guys are shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube, Facebook, Twitch side of streaming. Thanks for coming through, streaming and watching the Regular Sports Guys. This is episode number 27. We're talking. I'm keeping an eye on March Madness, on what's to come. We're talking about a little bit of NBA basketball coming up soon and how that's looking after the All-Star break. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep it giving you guys a little bit of these knowledge on this content on what's going on in sports. It's our life spread. That's what we do. We love to watch sports and we love to friggin' engage and talk about it. If you guys got any comments or anything, and you're on this live and you got any comments on sports, come through, man. We welcome the chat. We welcome the banter. Keep it respectable. And yeah, you're more than welcome. So shout out to everybody who's out there watching us, man, live, man. We do this once a week, twice a week sometimes. This is the Regular Sports Guy hosted by Team Parlay with us. Come through weekly on Sundays and Thursdays and enjoy some of this sports banter and talk. And sometimes we give you some bets too. I know we out of the football season, but basketball is upon us and March Madness is upon us. So we got a lot to give you.
Madness. Whew, it's gonna be.
We got a lot to give y'all.
This is I never look forward to a tournament like this, Stoney.
This one right here.
I was saying that Stacks has been looking. Stacks been talking about NCAA men's basketball and and women's basketball all season and what we've been missing. He's been saying that there's going to be some real gems, some real good players coming out of this draft this year. And that's what I'm hearing myself. The consensus on some of these websites and some of these sports media entertainment networks, they screaming out, this is probably one of the best drafts in a long time. Yeah. And Stacks has been saying that since last year, that this year was going to be a very important and lucrative draft. So I can't wait to watch the tournament and get more into it. I'm going to start to watch a little bit more of these regular games because you said 2 weeks is conference. So I'm going to there's no more football. So I got to glue myself to this screen and learn about some of these new fresh kids coming out of college.
Until the April draft. But,
Let me tell y'all something, man. Beans, growing up, Beans was basketball, you could tell Beans. I used to have to explain Beans what the first down was. Beans wasn't fucking with all of a sudden, you know what I mean? We get out of touch for a little bit. This motherfucker is a football guru. I see what happened.
I mean, I'm to blame for that, man. He started being around me a little too much, man. And a couple of trips to Vegas, a couple of wins in Vegas.
Man.
That kind of turned him on right there.
But man, you know what, T Stacks, you know what? You're saying that, and you're right. I mean, we're gonna go back. You know, we family going back more than y'all might not even look at it, but more than 40 years, right?
Yeah.
So
wait, damn near 50.
Damn near 50 years, right? So you know, like Stacks has said, we grew up playing basketball from the streets into school and all of that, right? So yeah, you can find us if you didn't find us on a ball court. Period. If you want to look for us, come on a ball court and find us. That's where we'll be. That's how I grew up. That's how we grew up, right? That was our outlet. But Stacks, you introduced me to the 49ers, if you not remember that.
Yeah. That was my
and when you introduced me to the
me and Stony, man. I bet we should go to Stony crib Sunday, sneak in. We had to wait for Stony moms and pops to bounce. We should go to Stony crib, watch the 49er joint.
That's what I'm saying. You introduced me to the friggin' Montanas and the Ronnie Lotts and the Craigs, and you introduced me to football. So if you want to blame anybody, you got to blame yourself. Because I'm trying to tell you, I remember the days that you got me watching football. Like, I remember them times. And it was them times when San Francisco was beasts. And then, you know, they beating up on the Giants and beating up on these teams. Those are the times I remember me starting to love football, just the whole aspects of learning the game. Like you said, Cook, asking you about the first down, like how do you measure that? I didn't know nothing until you guys started. I was basketball all day. Like you could ask me any question about that. But y'all introduced me to football and it just turned me, you know, that's what it is. I love basketball. Don't get me wrong. You know I love basketball. That's my pastime. It is a pastime. But you know, football for some reason, man. Just the whole
the Patriots got a lot to do with that too.
You're right. They do. They had a lot to do that. We got to sit back and spend 20-something years of adoring this team and following them and going to games and shit like that. Just think about it. 20-something years of doing it.
I just like, you know? I like the different seasons. You know, my thing is,
of course,
I'm the same way. So I just be bullshit.
Yeah.
I know bullshit. I know it is.
Because you know what it is? We got to go all in with every sport, pretty much. We got to go all out with football, playoffs, all out with NBA, March Madness. But the thing with the NBA and college, there's more games. There's a lot of games. So you have a lot of time to break it down. But once it gets down, you know, that stretch run, that's why I always feel like after the NBA All-Star, that's when basketball starts for me. Don't get me wrong. I know what's going on. I'm going to always know what's going on in all the sports. Always. Right. But I really start concentrating on NBA after the All-Star because that's when teams start to tighten up. Players are playing. The rosters is you know, lining up.
Solidifying themselves. Exactly.
Right. Same thing with March Madness. Same thing with
spade too. You know, football's a pretty bitch in the room. It really
is. You're totally, there you go. Good analogy.
The fact that we got to wait a week to watch it. That's what it is with them, and it's only 17 games. So
yeah, that's it.
There's really no stretch run with them. It's like shit the whole season pretty much.
I mean, I'm actually looking forward to football season next year. I want to see how Vrabel, how he responds to this Super Bowl.
Yeah, and the schedule's tough for Stacks.
Yeah, I'm that's what I'm saying, Sonny. I want to see how he responds. I know we're going to get a piece. So I want to see how he responds, whether it be Max Crosby, AJ Brown, or whoever. Me, myself, I see build through the drive. Build this team young. You got it young. Keep it young and build.
Keep it young. Yep.
And
what you want to do,
we Seattle again.
Not to jump on football, because I really want to talk about basketball, what's going on. But really, what you just said kind of like piqued my interest. Crosby would be a good addition.
He sure would be.
He would be for the defense. Oh my gosh,
that's what the defense is missing. Honestly,
that's true. Honestly, but really and truly, you were kind of right on the other end to stay building young through the draft, but we do need that veteran at the same time on each side of the ball, defense and offense. You know what I mean? We need that veteran on both sides of the ball. And if Vrabel can do that, get better in the draft, and then bring in some free agents that's not really going to break the bank, but you got to pay these guys because they solid.
I thought he did a great job at that last year, Stoney, bringing in free agents that didn't break the bank. I mean, Milton Williams broke the bank, but rightfully
he did.
so.
He did.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. He earned it. He definitely
earned his money. He earned his money. But
so we'll see. And like you said, strength of schedule next year will be totally different. So, we'll wait on that and what happened. Listen, the NFL is going to be even more intriguing next year because all the guys who were hurt, all the changes, all the players who were hurt this year that's going to be able to come back. It's going to be intriguing. It's just that's what it is. You know what I mean? The ascension of Drake May and then Bo Nix and this. It's going to be intriguing. It's just going to be one of them seasons next year, and hopefully you stay healthy and outlast these teams. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Shout out, not to bounce back and forth, man. Stoney, shout out to the Celtics, man. Jaylen Brown.
Yo, that's what you see. I wanted to talk. JB.
Let's Stoney get the floor for this because this is Stoney. Me and Stoney talk about this off air all the time.
Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Stoney. Go ahead, Stoney.
No, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, Jaylen Brown, man, he's playing MVP basketball. He's doing what I was hoping he was gonna do once he knew Tatum was gonna be out for the whole, for a big chunk of the season, if not the whole season. He took it upon himself to say, you know what? I'm not going to do this by myself. I'm going to play some MVP basketball. I'm going to include and I'm going to put this team on my back when they need me to come through.
Yep.
I'm going to get this team involved. It's going to be players 1 through 10. We're all going to play night after night. We're going to show effort. We're going to show hustle play. He's not turning the ball over. He's much better with the ball. He's just playing that all around MVP basketball. And his play is the reason why the Celtics are where they're at right now. I give him a lot of props for that. Missoula, shout out to Missoula. Missoula's coaching a great team this year, and I feel like him and Missoula, JB, he's a smart guy. He's very intellectual. If you hear him talk and the way he thinks, very smart. And he's one of the he's a player that you can have those type of deep conversations with. Missoula as well. He's a very smart coach. He's very intellectual as well. His philosophies and everything. And I think them two, they got together privately and they discussed this season. And I think JB bought into his system, his philosophy, and man, his play is showing. I mean, he's on the defensive side, on the offensive side. I mean, he's less forcing up threes. I mean, he's playing great basketball.
I think he's the best two-way guard in the league, Stoney. That's in my opinion.
I agree. He's the best. He's the best two-way player in the league right now. But the way he's getting his teammates involved, game after game, and having them all believe in themselves, they playing some great basketball right now, man. And that's what happens, man, when you got an MVP player that's playing all phases of the game. He's not forcing shots, and he's getting his teammates involved.
Is he proving that? Is he proving to the league and the naysayers that he is an MVP caliber?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
I think he's, in my opinion, I mean, people going to think we're a little biased, but we ain't. But I think he's the front runner. That's just because as far as household names, I mean, Cade Cunningham got an all-star over there with Jalen Duren with him, and I think he got some other pieces over there that is pretty good. But it goes Jaylen Brown, and no disrespect to no other Celtics. I mean, I love Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, but Jaylen Brown and who else? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Vujicic is doing his thing.
He's starting to come along, Stoney. I would like to see him take a bigger role.
Yes. Is that the guy out of Chicago?
Yes.
Yes, that came in the trade.
Okay.
I like that we have him. He's gonna.
How's he
help a
meshing
lot.
with the team? How's he working?
He meshes very well. I think he's got to get adjusted to coming off the bench. Yep. Shout out to Cater for not saying, I don't give a fuck who you traded for. It's my gig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cater been playing well.
Yes. Cater's playing. He's playing that bully basketball. He in the paint. He's rebounding. He's blocking shots, putting back shots. He's definitely occupying that paint.
We haven't had that from a 5 spot since Rob Williams.
Exactly.
Facts.
Yep. Facts, man. This dude
That's
is solid,
straight
man.
facts.
And I'm thinking,
so let me ask you this question though, Stacks. Is Cater giving you what we were missing or sort of missing from Horford?
Nah, I think Vucevic is giving. I think they traded for Vucevic, Stoney.
To do that part.
Yes.
To clog that hole.
No, to stretch it out.
Because stretch it out.
He can stretch out.
He likes that big to be able to knock it down.
Exactly. There you go. He can score on the outside.
Vucevic and Horford, kind of similar. I think Al's better on D, Stoney. If you think I'm right, I think Al's better. I think Al moved his feet a little bit more.
Yes.
Al had a little bit more. Al was the better defensive guy. I think Vucevic is more skilled on offense for sure.
More skilled on offense, a little more athletic. A little bit more athletic. I think Vucevic, I like offensively what he brings to the table. He kind of like, he's a little step above Al Horford on offense. But on defense, he ain't gonna give you what Al gave you. He ain't gonna give you what Al. I mean, Al was. Okay. I think Al got it going, man. I never forget that series against Milwaukee, and Al kind of carried it. Yeah. I thought Al was the MVP.
Yeah, I remember that. That's when he went off.
Yeah,
he went off in that series alone.
Yeah.
You're right.
I went off.
Yep.
And I'm thinking. Simons got they. I think Tatum might be coming back. I think that's a big reason why Simons left, because I think it makes sense if Tatum does come back this season. That Simons trade make a lot of sense to me.
Make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
there wasn't enough to go around with Tatum and Simons and JB and White. I think that trade might have been a great trade that we're gonna really enjoy it more next season. I mean, this season, yeah, but I think even more next season.
Oh boy, that guy.
He's gonna be already integrated into this offense, and with Tatum and I see a great team, man.
And Cater, he's young. No, that's what you're saying. They building something.
And with that being said, man, shout out to Simons, man. He won us some games, man.
He won some games, man. Shout out to Simons, man. He gave us that bridge, Stacks, that bridge to where we at now. You know, and we needed him during those times, man. We needed him, man. He came through a lot. Shout out to Simons.
So Stacks, for the company I work for, whatever the corporation. I had an event yesterday. I meant to give you guys a call. I think I told Cook, but I meant to give you. I met your boy Stacks.
Jaylen Brown. Pritchett? Oh, you told me that. You told me about I wish I was there. I'd have put him on the spot, Crook.
So I met your boy Pritchett. He was cool as shit. Got to take a couple pictures with him and shit like that, stuff like that. I didn't fanboy him or nothing like that.
Yo, Beans, tell me true. When I went to Orlando Magic game and I was close, he was taller than I thought.
Yes, he's taller than what you think.
Yeah. I told people that. I said he's taller.
Riz, remember we was talking about maybe he's about your height?
Right.
Riz, I want to say he might be about an inch or so taller than you.
Yeah, he's tall. Riz, Stoney, he's taller than what you think. When I went to the Magic game, he was warming up, and I was close. I was like, yo, this dude ain't 5'10".
No, he ain't 5'10".
He's not 5'10".
No. He's not 5'10". He's definitely not 5'10". He's giving me 6'1", 6'2", somewhere around there.
I said 6'1", 6'2".
Yep. But he was cool as shit, down to earth. You know what I mean? It was an autograph signing thing. He has us. He's obviously the ambassador or endorsement with Polar Soda. They got a energy drink called Lucky. And he's the ambassador to the Lucky drink, energy drink.
Being slipping, Stoney, I'd have brought the jersey in there. Like, hold on, Pete, let me get this jersey.
Yo, you know what? I did. No. I did. they had me so concentrated on the event and making sure things was put together right for this event. You know what I mean? Because I was like one of the lead guys putting together, helping. And then I said to myself, damn, I should run upstairs because it was right at the TD Garden downstairs in the Star Market Shards. I said, yo, let me run upstairs to the pro shop and go get me a jersey real quick and boom, boom, boom. And every time I kept saying,
I had that jersey before then, man.
I should have. I should have. I did sleep. I slept, man. I slept. I had hats. I got Celtics hats, all that shit, and I slept. And I ain't even do none of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got a couple pictures with him and all this other stuff. So, you know.
I might have brung Gabby. Like, yo, Gabby, run up on him real quick.
No, but he was cool. I mean, we controlled the event, so I had access to him. And on another topic, I met some other guys, some social media, some famous TikTok social media guys from Boston. Their name was Tommy and Chad. Looked them up, met them guys, kicked it with them, had some, when I say kicked it, some knowledge with them, because I let them know what we do. I gave them our handle. You know what I mean? So I kicked it with them and say, oh, they say, yeah, you know, their advice was keep doing what you're doing, keep doing what y'all doing, right? So, but like I said, I met some TikTok influencers yesterday, Tommy and Chad. They out of Boston. There's some Boston dudes like Italian. They do skits and shit like that. Look them up. They're pretty funny. And I say, yo, look us up. He said, oh, y'all guys do sports talk and bets and stuff. Y'all be doing bets. And then I guess the Chad, he pointed to his man. Chad is like, he likes that shit. He's into that. So I said, yo, hit us up, man. Like, you know what I mean? Come on the show. Like, give us a little screen. You know what I mean?
Y'all want them football bets. You better hit Stone. Stoney don't fuck around. Like,
nah, Stoney don't mess around, bro. I keep telling people that.
I ain't no gambling dude. I ain't gonna lie, I might have played it low key, but Sony put some shit out there. I damn sure went to the window for a couple joints.
Yeah, man. And I'm trying to be even better next year, man. Next year.
So yeah, so you know, I kind of like gave us a little plug. You know, if they go watch or not, who knows? But I gave them the plug. They asked the name of the podcast. I gave it to them. You know what I mean? I checked them. These dudes is 2 million followers each. Like, you know what I mean? Like these dudes is up there in that game. And that was so because I was there, so you know, basically facilitating the event security wise. You see what I'm saying? So I got to meet these guys and stuff like that. But yeah, that was my day yesterday, and I meant to call y'all. But Pritchard's cool.
Hey, Story, I might have pictured the Pritch. Your Pritch, just give me 5 minutes of your time. Come on the show. Hey, Story, I would have listen. He might have came on the joint.
The next one, the next one you gotta be
the next one. You know, but when you got, you know, when you got management staff looking at you like, yo, I know he's about to go in. Because at the end of the whole thing, that's when I had to like I got to shoot my little shot with these guys and try to see if I could get some stretch. You know what I mean? So, but next time, you're right, Crook. I have to pitch it. You know what I mean? Because he did a skit for them. Pritchard did a skit for these boys. He met them there to do a skit for them. You know what I mean? Wow. And because that's what I'm saying. He was there for the signing.
He gave him a drop.
He gave him a drop real quick. You know what I mean? They did a little skit, some shit like in a supermarket shopping for groceries, and you'll see the skit. Just look it up. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So we on our way. That's all I gotta say. But
good shit. That's good.
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Good
shit, man. Shout out to the Celtics, man. Shout out to Pritchard. You know what I mean? I dapped him up. I told him you continue to have a good season. I said, yo, you're doing your thing. And I didn't want to tell him like, I wasn't too sure about you in the beginning.
Look, I wasn't there, Bees. Yo, Bees, how long you Bees?
Tell him that. I was like, yo, you doing your thing. Like, he was literally sitting right next to me. And I was like, yo, you doing your thing, man. Y'all keep doing that. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, man, good looking. You know what I mean? But
how I found out about Pritchard, I mean, I knew he went to Oregon, of course, because he playing Oregon was good when he was there, but my son was in a junior college out in Missouri West Plains, and they played, I guess, one of the NCAA games was out there. You know, I drafted him. So I told my son, man, we don't draft this little white dude, man. Nobody want this dude. My son was like, yo, Pops, man, he nice, though. I said, what? I said, come on, man. He said, I'm telling you, Dad, he good. And sure enough, man, he was right, man. He shut me up too, man. He shut me up too.
Yeah, no, he shut me up.
I was one of the ones first, Beans. I was one of the ones too.
Yeah, I say for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard is the perfect sixth man for this team.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I think that is the perfect. I'm so glad he went back to that role.
He went back to the role. I'm telling you, that was the perfect place for him. That's where he could excel. That's where he could give the energy to the second unit. He's the main focal point as far as on the offense on the second unit. Of course, he's the better sixth man in that role. Instead of having to be the facilitator at the starter, no. Let him be that guy coming off the bench, and he can still, spell the starter if needed to. But sixth man is the best role for him. I just think that's where he would get his bones and his money as being a great sixth man out there.
I agree.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Shout out to Pritchard, man. He's playing.
Shout out to Peyton Pritchard, man.
Yeah. He's one of the catalysts too for this record, Stoney.
He is. He had a lot of 30-point games, man.
Definitely. He ain't no slot. Yo, I eat crow stacks on the kid. No bullshit.
Got his hands full tonight with Maxey, though.
Maxey something. So they're playing Philly tonight.
Yeah, they got Philly.
Is somebody out for Philly? Is Embiid out?
Who knows with Embiid?
Oh my gosh, man! I haven't seen.
The Celtics are favored by a lot, man. They favored by like 9.
Y'all saying that? How come I haven't seen Embiid in a long time? Me personally, I don't know, maybe because I haven't been watching, but I can't remember the last time I seen Embiid, bro.
I actually seen Embiid play in high school a couple times.
No, I'm saying with Philly. When's the last time you got a consistency out of Embiid in Philly?
Might be time to move on from that, Stoney. What you think?
I think so.
They should have moved on a while ago. I think it's going to be harder now because they're starting to see, more of this guy's health and his declining health.
So they can't move the product. You're right.
He has a heavy price tag. You know what I'm saying? So teams are looking at it it'll be a hell of a player, but is he gonna be worth it? Is he gonna last? Is he gonna play some games? And I think the more you wait, the more they seeing his health declining a little bit.
His decline, yeah.
So I mean, it's not easy, man. Embiid, what he making? He's making almost 50.
Embiid's up there, man. He's up there.
He got a hefty price tag, man. That's why people ain't running to the window to fucking trade his ass. They I'm sure they talking trades with him, but it's tough to move a contract like that. It's real tough, man. Especially when the player is not playing half as good as that contract.
Right.
So, but they gotta move him. I mean, they might have to wait till he has maybe a year left or 2, maybe on his. I don't know what his contract situation is, but if he has like a year,
a year or 2 left, they could probably do something. You're right. He
needs to go somewhere where he's not gonna be like a main guy. Like he could play for,
You're right, Stoney. He's out. Embiid's out.
Yeah, Embiid is the Embiid we saw about 5 years ago. The MVP Embiid. We may not see that again, man. I mean, we're gonna see that type of player, but not how he used to be. I don't know, man. I think he's to me similar to what Williamson went through. He's a little heavy, and over the years, man, you start breaking down, man. So. B was.
And what is going on? So now, what's going on with the Zion Williamson project? What's going on?
Zion's playing, but they just terrible.
Yeah, they just terrible. I mean, now they got it vice versa. The team's terrible. Zion is just great right now, great shape. When he was in bad shape, the team was playing well. So it's like they just can't line it up.
Do you think? I mean, I'm asking. Do y'all think New Orleans should move on from Zion? Can they?
Well, They can, but they don't have to, Stoney, because he has one of those unique contracts where the contract ain't hurting them. So
I think they got a discount.
They got a discount. The contract for Zion ain't hurting them. So I think they keep Zion. Plus, I mean, he's probably the one putting fans in that seat and fans in them seats.
Exactly. That's
there you go. You're right. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, you're right.
I want to send a shout out to the Charlotte Hornets.
Yes, you're right, Stoney. I agree.
That guy over there, I like that dude, man. That rookie.
No, hold on. Let me say.
My guy.
So I'm glad you said his name. I want to send a special apology to Khan Knipple. I did not think you would be like that in pros, Khan. I apologize to you. I thought you got drafted too high. Shout out to Khan Knipple. Khan Knipple is balling. He should be rookie of the year, Tony, for me. I would put him as rookie of the year.
Same here, man.
He's doing his thing. I did not see that coming. And yo, shout out to Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte
is balling, man.
Yeah,
they playing,
balling,
man.
Shout out to that coach, Lee, come from Missoula. I mean, he got them guys over there playing, man. Young coach, got LaMelo over there. That kid, Brandon Miller over there. I mean, they got some pieces over there now. I mean, they need that.
And you know who they can use? They can use an Embiid.
Yep.
I think that'd be a situation like that. Embiid would thrive in a situation like that. Bunch of youngins that he could pretty much, mesh with. He doesn't have to do much, but he's just that veteran that could take over when he needs to. But you got your youngins balling. That a situation like that is where Embiid could thrive at, and where he would fit well. A team that's like that, they just need that piece. They just need that guy. And they shout out to the Hornets and Khan Knipple, man. He's doing his thing, man. I've been watching that guy.
Like I said, I wasn't too sold on him and coming out of Duke. So I thought he should have stayed in school, but he shut me up, man. I owe apology, man.
Nice. So today the Knicks took care of Wimbiana and them. What y'all feel about that?
They sure did. The Knicks was red hot. I mean, it hurts me to let Knicks roll off my tongue, but
Brett's he's probably clapping and salivating right now, like finally they giving me some props.
I mean, they at home the Knicks could win games like that.
They hit some shots, Tony. They hit shots.
Yeah, they hit some shots, but I'm not sold on them, man. They doing what everybody expecting them to do. They supposed to be that team in the East, but they're not showing. They're not showing that they're that dominant team of the East. They're not convincing people that, okay, this is the team to beat in the East. They're not really showing that. They'll win a game like this and then they'll lose. Then 2 days later to a team like the Magic. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like they're like up and down, and I'm not sold on them.
That let me tell you, that loss last year in the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, the Knicks players, I like some of the players on the Knicks. It's their fans. The way they acted, I was like, y'all, this is what we doing. Like you said, Stoney, I'm gonna remember that shit.
Hell yeah. And let me tell you, that series was a blessing in disguise, man. And I think the Celtics are playing this type of basketball because of that. And I think Mazzulla kind of made it. Mazzulla, he's a very cerebral type coach, and I think Mazzulla let them play their game last year. And now, once we got that once they seen the result of that, when you're stubborn, and when they trying to tell you how to like kind of open your game up, and you're stubborn, they let you do what you do, and then you see what happens. Off season, I bet you Mazzulla pointed to that game a lot. I think he had talks with these players, and he pointed to that game a lot. Look what that 3-point shooting did to us. Look what it did to us. And I'm sure he threw that in their heads, man. And I think because of that playoff series that we lost last year, I think is the reason why the team is playing the way they're playing this year. Because they easily could have been on that shit. They shooting threes, but not at a rate that they were shooting it last season. This season, they're more decisive with it. They pick their spots. The threes are open. They're not forcing it. They're going in the paint. But I think that loss to the Knicks might have been a blessing in disguise for us.
Nice. On the East, is Detroit still leading?
Yeah, they got. I don't see nobody catching them, Stoney. I really don't see nobody catching them. I think they poised this day yet. I don't know if they come out the East. Don't get me wrong, but
that's what I was going to ask you.
I think
how would they fare in the best of 7 series? Against a team like the Knicks or the Celtics.
Yeah, but they won't meet. They won't meet till the conference finals.
Yeah, I think they got enough to outlast us in 7. I just think the physicality of them, Stoney, I think will wear on us.
Yeah.
Now, if Tatum was there, it'd be different, Stoney. It'd be different. I would say
that's what I'm saying. I don't. If you ask me, if we could beat this team without Tatum, I don't know because you're right.
I don't know. I'm sure.
Best of 7. We could take them to 7 and lose. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I think maybe, or losing 6. But I know we won't get spanked by them, but we'll definitely take it to 6 or 7 games, man. But they will outlast us, man. Because
I think they're too big up front.
Yes.
I mean, pause on that one, but they front line is tough, man. And then you got Cade. But only thing that scares me about them Stoney is if Cade have a bad game, who gonna carry the weight? That's the
right.
thing. You don't know about them. Right. Like, you don't know who's going to carry the weight with them. Like,
I got my eye on the time. Don't worry, I got my eye on the time.
That shit is popular.
Don't sleep. But a team like the Heat, I could see the Heat beating like a Cavaliers team. I could see the Heat. I could see the Heat upsetting one of those top 3
I would
teams.
have said that. I would agree with you, Stoney, but I think Harden got them. Harden would get them past the Heat. If they didn't have James, I just like the way Harden got them bigs playing right now. He really got them playing pretty good. I think that they're tough.
And Harden's where now?
Cleveland. So
wow.
James got them 2 bigs playing well. I think. Listen, Knicks better be careful with them. Like, they're not a team that could match up with them because they're big too. So
I agree.
Yeah, and then now you can let Donovan roam off the ball and just let James Harden facilitate. Cleveland could be a tough out in the playoffs, man. They could be a tough out.
Yeah, Cleveland could be a tough out. The Magic train kind of slowed down.
I'm so disappointed with them this year, Stoney.
They took a step back because I would have thought that was a team.
I'm so disappointed with them.
And
shout out to the Pistons, man. The Pistons.
Shout out to the Pistons. Shout out to the Pistons.
They were horrible for some years, man.
For some years.
Since 05, since the Billups era.
Since Chauncey and ripping them.
Chauncey ripping them. Yeah, man. That's like 15 years.
Yeah. You know? So they built back something, but that's what you call building from the bottom up, bro. That's what you call building from the bottom up. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Pistons for getting back to contention, like really building from the bottom up. But they always been blue collar workhorse team, though. That's their mantra.
Yeah.
You know, they always been that way. Next question. Before we go, we got a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Do you think Giannis made a mistake by not getting that move made?
No.
Nah, they'll trade him in the summer.
Right. You can't.
Your mind is all settled, Stoney. Ain't no rush. You know what I'm saying? Rush. You chilling.
And you gotta be careful with a trade like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't rush that shit. You know, you can't be just and I feel like Giannis, he's better than that. You know what I mean? You're a champion, you're MVP. Don't pull a fucking Anthony Davis, man. Don't pull that shit. You talking about a Anthony Davis got to be one of the worst. How can I say it? One of the worst players or team players that I could ever remember. Because when he was with Hornets and he was already talking about going to LA, like that Hornets, when he went from the Hornets, that was one of the worst trade transactions,
acquisitions or whatever. Right.
A guy, I just hated the way he did that. Anthony Davis, he was real childish with that shit, and Giannis is better than that. You're a champion.
And you know who was a facilitator with that? That was your boy LeBron James and Rich Paul. It
was bad. It was just bad, man. They were asking questions.
I think LeBron. I think this time around in that last few years of his in this last stint of his career, especially with LA after the friggin' bubble, I think LeBron made a lot of mistakes on how he chose to build the team.
And thank God, Stoney. Remember, if you remember closely, Celtics almost traded for him. Like
very tightly, almost gave up either gave up JB or Tatum. They was gonna give up one of the two.
But we would have been, man. And thank God. Yo, shout out to Anthony Davis Pops, because Anthony Davis Pops said he don't want to play for Boston. Shout out to Anthony Davis.
Shout out to Pops.
I salute you, my guy. I salute you.
Let me tell you, the Lakers, they sold their soul with that shit. That trade, I think, to me, is a big reason why that team, fell off. And they let me tell you, they're gonna be in a dungeon for a long time.
Yeah,
watch. They're gonna be hurt because look, the bus is out of there. That whole bus mystique is
the
gone.
Bus family done. That's done.
They out of there. I don't think Magic deals with them as much either. I don't think Magic.
Well, everybody knows Magic don't fuck with Pelinka, Stoney. So Magic.
Yeah, he don't fuck with Pelinka. Yeah, Pelinka's a snake, man. He's shady, man. He's a shady guy, man. I watched something on him. He's real shady.
Only reason he's there because he was Kobe's guy.
He was Kobe's guy, but he was really. Guy. I don't like the way he went behind Magic's back and said some things. I don't like guys like that, man. And shout out to Magic for getting out of there, man. He didn't waste no time. Once he saw it, he was like, I'm out of here. But the Lakers are gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble. And shame on, man. Look,
Magic's with the Commanders.
With the Commanders, I want to give LeBron. I want to give him some props, but at the same time, I want to give him some criticism. I'll give him his props for lasting as long as he did, for being a model player. He's been out of trouble. He's done his thing. But in terms of his selfishness, I mean, I think that it's gonna be talked about a lot. There's gonna be a lot of LeBron's good, but the way he did this, the way he did that. Nobody's perfect. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's perfect, but I think he handled a lot of things the wrong way, especially bringing Bronny on. That to me, that was a very
was a waste of
move on his
Wasn't
part.
that a waste of? Was that a waste of an experiment?
Look, where's he at? Where's he at? And they gave him money.
You should have left that kid in college and let him develop, man.
Yeah, let him develop, man.
You're right. You were saying that, Stats. You said that.
He should have stayed in college.
That. He should have stayed in school and let him develop. Why was you rushing that situation like that? Just so you can say the father and son played together?
Kid averaged 2 points a game getting drafted.
First father and son duo? Like, come on now. You did that for that? You know what I mean? So now what? You're going to put the time into the little one? The younger one?
Nah, he's chilling. He redshirting this shit. He don't even play for Arizona. He don't even play. He redshirting this shit.
See?
Who is?
Yeah,
Bryce.
Yeah,
Bryce is gonna do it the right way.
Bryce might have stood up to him like, your pops. I'm chilling, man. Don't come over here fucking.
Right, yeah. Bryce is gonna do it the right way. Yeah, enjoy your college years, man. Like
you got big bro over there. You know what I mean? Barely playing in the G League.
Scared to death.
Exactly.
Scared to death, man. You could tell, man. He got fair, man. It's too much pressure on that kid. He can't handle that, man.
Exactly. Too much pressure on him. They put it on him since early.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be his downfall. He's never gonna
be the downfall. You're right. I love LeBron. Y'all know LBJ is my dude. I think he's one of the greatest players that I've seen in my lifetime. Seen firsthand. Him, Jordan, Magic, all them guys. LeBron's in that mix. Shaq, all these guys. He's there. He's one of them best. But like you said, he made some mistakes with the LA thing. Whatever you did with the Cleveland and I'm taking my talents to South Beach, cool, bro. But the LA thing was a debacle. LeBron should have got 1 or 2 more out of the last 6-7 years of his career right now. He should have got 1 or 2 more. And that could have happened easily if he would have let people who knows how to build teams. That's it. Sorry, LeBron, I love you, but you should have let the guys who know how to build teams and put you in the right situation. Not you trying to build teams with your man Paul. Y'all went above yourselves. That's what I think. They might say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but they went above themselves because look what
they made Stoney the sacrificial lamb of Russell Westbrook. They made him the sacrificial lamb, man. They said
Russell hate them. Russ don't like them dudes.
And Russell's gonna get busy on them tonight.
He don't like them dudes. Like LeBron and all that whole Lakers shit. He'd be screwing his face up at that shit. Straight up. You know what I mean? But yo,
I
fellas,
there was a time where I wanted Russell Westbrook, but he was really
I
at the time.
There was a time too. I thought the Celtics could.
Oh man, we would have got. I think I don't know, man. Who knows?
we should have got him in it. We should have got him in that sweet spot when after OKC.
Yeah, but he was real expensive.
Yeah.
He was.
He was one of the first to sign. He was one of the first to get the 40.
But think about it. We went with Kyrie.
He went with Washington. The Wizards gave him some change, man.
He did.
We went with Kyrie instead.
And
you know who got paid?
Rightfully so. Shit, I would have picked Kyrie too.
You know who got paid too? Who's that? He was like the Memphis Conley. Remember? Yo, there was a time. Yo, where
Mike Conley Jr.
Okay, Westbrook is the reason why. If you was a point guard that can score and pass during that era, all those guards were getting paid. They better thank Westbrook for that.
Yeah,
because Conley was one of them. They gave him some change. Conley got paid. Trey Young got paid. Westbrook opened up them doors, and I think Harden too for a little bit. I mean, those type of like guards that can score. Because remember, it was just point guards that they pass, facilitate. But once Westbrook came and he showed that he could be a point guard and score,
put up 30. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He got a lot of those type of guards money.
Yeah.
Paid.
So guys, let's try to do this again this week on Thursday. Have some more to talk about. Maybe we got a little more spicy situations going on in the NBA and in college basketball. Stacks, how's that women's basketball going, man?
It's going good, man. I watched a little bit of it today. Watched TCU win the crown. Watched little bit of it this weekend.
Okay.
It's gonna be their term is gonna add up. It's not as interesting as the men's, but it's got some moving parts to it.
Nice. So guys, let's try to fellas, let's try to do this again this week. We're gonna schedule ourselves this week to try to get back on the tube and get back on some consistency, bring some content and some different nuance on what's going on in sports. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitch side. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to Sean Doe. What up, bro? And shout out to let me see. Shout out to everybody out there, man, that supports the regular sports guys and Parlay with us team. We appreciate it, man. Shout out for all of y'all on our shorts, giving us the likes and the thumbs up on our shorts, building some traction in our shorts to try to help build our channel. We appreciate it. Please keep hitting that like and subscribe button and sharing to different to your friends and folks and family, man. We appreciate it. And guys, I shout out to you guys, man. Stacks and Cook. I know it's always it's always moving parts to try to get us all together and with scheduling and get us all on the same page for Sundays and Thursdays. But vacations are over. We're back to the grind for the next couple of months. So let's try to be consistent to the end of
When'd you get back, Beans?
I got back Thursday morning, man. Early morning, 2 a.m.
Dang.
Yo, it was a hard one flying back, bro. I'm not gonna lie. A 2-leg stop coming out of St. Thomas. Had to stop in Miami. Had to stop in Philly. Almost missed the plane out of Philly to get back home because the flight was delayed and all yada yada. Yo, somebody on the plane. Yo, one thing I witnessed. I'm gonna tell y'all two things. I witnessed one thing on the plane for the first time. So I'm on the plane dozing. I'm like, yo, I'm tired. Let me get this little doze in. And then I heard some gargling, right? So I'm like, what's going on? So I look behind me and I didn't see it, but then I hear it again. Stacks next to me, Cook Stacks next to me, dude's throwing up in the bag. Early in the bag. Right? Stewardess. Yo, the plane is reversing out of the fucking jetway. Like, we're about to leave. Stop right in the middle of the fucking jetway. Radio, this dude's sick. They kick. You gotta go. You gotta go. And he's like, no, I'm okay now. It's just my stomach and blah, 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 blah. And he's pleading and he's And they're like, yo, part of the rules is you gotta go. He was like, but why? I feel better. They was like, so what if we get in the air, 2.5 hour flight, you start going into some kind of convulsions? What? You gotta go and get checked out. We got a doctor. We're gonna pull a doctor, the nurse and them EMT's gonna come check you out, and we're gonna put you on the next flight to get to Philly. But you can't get on this. My man talked them for 30-something minutes to the point where they had to go get the GM of American Airlines and the sheriff, my dude.
Damn.
To come get. Once the dude saw the sheriff, he knew he gotta go.
Everybody don't know, like y'all don't got the sheriff. In Florida, we got the sheriff. Like
we got the sheriff.
Sheriff, you got to go.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Yo, I'm telling you, they pulled that plane back to that jetty, man. That shit was sitting there for a minute. Next thing you know, we saw the door open. Next thing you know, I seen this lady in a suit, pantsuit. So I knew she was a boss. Next thing you know, I seen a sheriff behind her. I said, yep, he's going.
Yeah, when the sheriff,
he's going.
Only know in Florida when the sheriff.
Yep. He grabbed his stuff, his overhead shit, and they was like, don't worry, we're gonna put you on the next flight. There's a flight going back out. There's one more flight going to Philly. We're gonna make sure you're on it. But right now, we gotta check you out. That right there held up an hour and a half on the tarmac.
Take your ass to the bathroom, dog. Why you early in this seat?
Yeah,
in the seat, my dude. You know what I mean?
What bag he had, though? Where you get the bag from, though?
They got the bags.
they got the bags in the back of the seat.
They got the barf bag. It's in the seat. You just, they got the barf bag. I never seen nobody use it in my whole time flying. That was my first time seeing somebody use that shit.
Beside was throwing him like, oh shit.
The dude, no bullshit. The dude who was sitting next to him was like, yo, come get this dude.
That sucks.
I was pissed. Why? I'm checking the time. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get my Philly because I got to get that next flight. Yo, bro, no bullshit. To end this story, guys, people, it's funny as shit. Flying in today's society, it was never like this. We used to just fly. Shit used to be easy, whatever.
He said, my man said,
yo, we get to Philly. Yo, my man was pointing. We get to Philly. Remember OJ? Shout out to OJ, man. But remember the OJ commercial when he was just talking over shit?
That's the Hertz commercial. OJ running through the joint. Yo, you ain't never ran for a connected flight. I've done that before, Beans. I know what you mean. I've done that shit before too. Like, yo, you got a track going. Like,
you got a track. What? You moving? People move. You juking all kind of shit. That shit is not cool. That shit is not cool. And I swear, I ain't gonna lie. When we got to let's say we pulled up at 21. We was at 28, right? But it was like around the corner somewhere in Philly. So when we got to the 28 gate, why we were the last people before they closed that fucking door.
Damn.
Or else, you know what? I was staying in Philly overnight. I said, dang, boy, just because of this snowstorm. So next year, I'm gonna think about February school vacation when it's like.
I mean, it's a roll of the dice, man. But
it is a roll of the dice. But
you know what it is? I think you have to leave a little bit early before the vacation and come back early from the vacation. You got to come you got to come back like on a Thursday. Yeah.
But y'all had a winter this year though.
No, we had a winter. We never experienced. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So, that was my little trek coming back.
We was due.
It was due. I mean, but that's a trek coming back home, man. I hate a 2-leg stop. I said, damn, I could do with 1 layover. 2?
That two layover. That one is a bitch. I couldn't.
That one is a motherfucker.
That is a motherfucker, dog. Like I can't stand. Like it's very. I tell wifey, like, yo, man, I
look for that direct.
I gotta go direct. I can't get up there twice.
And you know what? It wasn't even on us. We were looking for direct to come out of St. Thomas to go back to Boston, but that was what that was what the airlines was offering. Either you take this or you do an overnight flight. I was like, nah, fuck that.
A homie of mine that lived here, he went up to Boston for his grandmother passed, God rest her. He had to drive back to Florida. He said he said, yo, he couldn't get nothing. So he said
See?
he got the rental went hard ass.
See? And I was already thinking New Hampshire, Provi,
Maine,
and Connecticut.
Well, I told you Maine, because
And
Maine,
and you said Maine, you know what I mean? Because they didn't get hit. So I was thinking Maine, like you said, Maine, getting a flight to Maine, drive down 2 hours. But when they said, oh, you know, American was like, yeah, we go, you know, we could get you out on Wednesday, but you got a 2 leg. So we was like, fuck it, we took it, you know. But yeah, it was all in all good vacation. I was able to get some sun and some fun and chill and whatever and have some good drinks and shit. So enough respect to St. Thomas, man. I love that place. And St. John's, man. I love going in places.
That beans money go a long way, Stoney. You can get them extra 7 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Killing like on the beach, like fucking had to worry. I'd have been in that bitch sweating, like yo.
Oh
man.
no, I was sweating. I was sweating. It do, yo, listen, trust me, it adds up, bro. It do adds up. But what we gonna do at that point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Be stuck and just sit in the damn hotel? No, I'm just gonna keep it pushing. Go to the beach every day until that flight comes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hang out and do, you know, eat good food and chill. But it was cool, man. I can't say nothing. You know, God bless that I was able to even do it, bro. Trust me. But yo, guys, we'll see each other Sunday or actually
Thursday.
Let's shoot for Thursday. We'll see each other. All right. Shout out to everybody, man. It's the Regular Sports Guys. We out.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.